Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the For Goodness Sake YouTube channel. As always, I'm your host, Mesfin Teklu, and today I want to talk to you about limitations. Limitations are a concept I've been struggling with for a long time, my whole life in some cases. How do you know whether you'll be able to do something until you've done it 100% with all of your effort, with all of your might? How do you know if it'll work out unless you control everything perfectly? I think that concept in of itself, just controlling what you can control, can be very intimidating. It can feel like any single mistake that you make spells catastrophe or doom for you the second that you made it. And I hear you. It's a big world, and we're all facing a sort of roll of the dice every single day. Whether we'll grow 6 inches in our late 20s, like I'm praying for still as we speak, or whether we'll win the lottery, or things will work out at a new job, or things will work out with the partner that we love, but maybe have been struggling with for some time. There are a million things that happen in our lives that surprise us, and a lot of things we probably don't care about. When some random hockey team wins a Stanley Cup that we never expected to, which seems to be like every year, we don't really worry about it. We're just like, wow, that's shocking. I'm pretty sure the guy that lost millions of dollars betting on the other team, they probably thought about it and they were probably pretty upset about it. But that's just the way life is. Uncertainty is all around us, and our limitations are right in front of our nose and also so far in the back of our minds that we don't even think about it most of the time until something happens that really makes us think about it, and then it's really hard not to think about them. So I don't have much to offer in the way of how do you handle dealing with your limitations without being delusional. Like I said, I'm still hoping for this growth spurt to come in. I mean, I feel like it's happening as we speak. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know in a few years. But I do know focusing on what you can control is the only answer that makes any sense to me. I might hope for a growth spurt, but when I go play basketball, I'm planning every single day, like I'm gonna be this height, and I'm planning for how I can play against players that are bigger, taller, and stronger than me by virtue of their birth or their work ethic or their skill or anything else. I think all we can do in life is control that small subset of things that's in our power. And it really is a small subset. The hard part of life is when you mess up one of those things. But the better part of life is realizing that nobody is perfect, and that's what it means to be human. And there might be people who do everything in their power to be in some position, the best position to succeed, and it doesn't work out. That's the crapshoot of life that we're all dealing with. We're all rolling the dice. We're all dealing with that uncertainty. There is that silver lining in that the uncertainty affects all of us. So we have to control what we can control for ourselves. It's not perfect, doesn't always work out. In fact, it usually requires a lot of trial and error. But it's usually the best way that I come out of any situation feeling my strongest, my smartest, my most confident, my best is when I gave it my all, took a chance, made mistakes, responded to those mistakes, and then kind of just got a chance to observe what would happen. Not everything will work out that way, and it hasn't. Not for me and not for anybody. But it's enough. That's all for me today. I'll leave on the quote of the day as always. Today's quote of the day is from an American entrepreneur named Brian Tracy. And although we're giving him credit for the quote, it's probably been said a million different times in a million different ways by a million different people, but it's a good one. So I'll leave you with this. It's not about where you come from. It's all about where you're going. As always, peace and love.